Hi guys, today we are going to be restoring this Louis Vuitton Authentic Speedy 30, and the bag is actually in pretty good condition. It just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. The leather and the canvas all need to be cleaned. They have got a little bit of soiling. Specifically, there is some soiling right here. You can see on this patch leaf that needs to be taken care of, and I have found after much experimentation that there are a couple of products that I particularly like, and I will show those to you. I will also show you step by step how we will restore this bag. So we will be cleaning the canvas as well as the vachetta leather, and also the bag came with a lock and key, and so I wanted to show you a before and after picture, and I'll show you how to clean the brass as well. But this is the lock from the bag, and this is the before, if you will. And this is the key that looked exactly like the bag, but now it's shiny and clean and beautiful gold tone brass color. So here is the lock again, and here is the key. And these are the same set, and they were the same color, and I will show you how to restore the brass. The very first thing that I do is take off all my jewelry and put on some gloves. Now I have set up all of my supplies here. Normally I probably would be running around a little bit, but I have it all set up for you today. So we have the bag that we'll be cleaning, and then right here I have a bowl full of clean, white, wet washcloths. I just used warm water. And then here I have a mixture of warm water and then this product, which is the only thing that I will use to clean my Louis Vuitton. And it's called green wire, and I believe you can get it online. I don't know if you can see the website address there, but it's greenwire.com, and wire is spelled with a Y. It's a natural plant-based cleaner. It's non-toxic. It's the only thing that I will use to clean my canvas. Sometimes I use it to clean the leather if it's really, really dirty, but typically to clean the leather I use this product. Oops. By Apple Care, which some of you are probably familiar with. And they also have a cleanser. I use the conditioner specifically, so that's probably what I'll do on this bag, but don't worry, I have other products that are much dirtier that I can show you how to clean them. So let's go ahead and get started. I also have here some white rags. These are cut up old t-shirts. I find that these are the best for buffing any of the leather pieces after you use the leather conditioner on it. So let's start out. We will unzip the bag so that I can get my hands on it. It's a little bit easier to work with that way. And I'll take my first washcloth, and that's just water in there, and I'll dip it in my solution of green wire and warm water, get it nice and saturated. And the green wire, I usually just put a few drops in, but you don't have to be afraid of a higher concentration. It won't hurt anything. In fact, your kids could probably eat it and nothing would happen to them. So it's that safe. I like to use non-toxic cleaners whenever possible, and the brass cleaner that I use is actually homemade, and I will show you how to do that as well. So right now I'm just going over the surface of the bag just with my wet washcloth here, and I just move over it. I'm not super worried about if any of it gets on the leather or not, because again, this cleanser is so gentle. And then I'm starting to see a little bit of dirt, not as much as I was expecting on my rag. You should see some of the ones I I use and what they look like when I'm finished cleaning. I'm starting to see, I don't know if you can see that, but I've got a little bit of dirt coming up right there. And I'm just going over it with a nice gentle cleaning. Now you can let the green wire sit for maybe 20 or 30 seconds. And like I said, you could leave it on a few minutes. You're not going to hurt anything. These bags are very, very sturdy. I've traveled all over the world with my Louis Vuittons. And yeah, so now we've got a little bit of dirt there. I don't know if you can see that. Not nearly as bad as some of the bags I've cleaned recently, but and then I just go over the brass just a little bit. I zip it up and go over the leather zipper, or not the leather zipper, but the brass zipper as well. When I'm finished with it, I don't reuse this. I don't dip it back in anything. I just throw it in a bowl that I have in the sink, and so that I can keep it separate from my other pieces. Now, what I do is I just take, in some cases, and I didn't have to do it on this bag, but in some cases you may have to go over the canvas several times to get all the dirt off. I do it until the rag comes off clean, and then I know. So right now all I'm doing is I'm taking one of the rags that's just warm water, and I'm cleaning off all the soap residue from the green wire product. And you know, a little bit of water spots are getting on the leather, but that's okay because we'll be getting to that shortly. So that's in good shape. And just run over my zipper again. Okay, and so now the bag is nice and clean. And like I said, you could go over it several times. I don't feel the need to at this moment. But then I go through and I just sort of dry a lot of water spots going, but that's okay. Just dry it off. I don't like to leave water sitting on any of my Louis Vuitton products. Just realized I was doing it way above the video camera and got a little carried away. Sorry about that. Anyway, back to what we were doing. Now, what I'm going to do, and probably, I think I can only do a 10-minute video. So, what I may have to do is come back and do the Vachetta part. But, I don't know if you can see much of a difference, but I certainly can. It's nice and shiny now. Just got that layer, that dull layer of dust and dirt off of it. And so it's nice and shiny. And then what I'll do is I will do the leather conditioner. And what I have found is that I like to use these little makeup wedges for the application. So let's just do this and then see what kind of results we get here in our part 2 of cleaning our Louis Vuitton Speedy. We'll be right back.